Okay, once again, very good morning to all of you. Now, let us see next question. Okay, this is very important question. Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus a square whole square. ठीक है, चल. So सबसे पहले हम सोचेंगे क्या हमारे पास इसके फार्मूला है. डू वी हैव एनी फार्मूला लाइक दिस? क्या इसके फार्मूला है हमारे पास? Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square whole square. ओके, देखो हमारे पास फार्मूला सिर्फ इसकी है. Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus a square, isn't it? इसके फार्मूला क्या है? cos 80 और नॉट, राइट. सेम वे अगर यहाँ पे 1 होगा तो 1 अपॉन ए साइन 80. अब यहाँ पे s डिवाइड बाई स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर होल स्क्वायर है, तो अब हम इसको कैसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं? तो एक ऑप्शन है हमारे पास, मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ s डिवाइड बाई एस स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर इंटू एस स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर, इजंट इट? उसके बाद अब अगर मैं इसको सिंप्लीफाई करूँ तो क्या मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ जैसा हम लास्ट टाइम कर रहे थे, राइट? What we were doing in last time, that can I write this as s divided by s square plus a square as subtraction of two terms, isn't it? S divided by s square plus a square minus s divided by s square plus a square. Can I write like this? No, because it will become 0 or not, because here this both are same. Okay, so here I cannot apply this as well. Okay, okay, so what should be done? So now remember your properties of Laplace, right? I have shown you different properties of Laplace. Laplace of differential, Laplace of integral, right? When s is when t is multiplied in Laplace, when t is when you are dividing by t in Laplace. Let us check those properties. Okay, and let us try to understand if one of them property we can apply over here or not. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm going towards those properties. Yes. So these are our properties, right? These are 4 different properties of Laplace transform. That if you are multiplying t inside, you will have differential outside. If you are dividing with t inside, you will have integral outside. Okay. And if you are doing differential inside, you will have multiplication of s minus f of 0 outside. And if integral inside, then division of s outside. Okay. So here multiply with t, we'll have this type of condition, and dividing by t, we'll have this type of condition, right? We have summarized like this. So let us try to consider, we know Laplace inverse of this. Based on this, we have to find Laplace inverse of this. Is there any relation between these two? Right? Which type of relation should be there to apply those properties? Relations are multiplication by s, division by s, okay, differentiation or integral. So based on these 4, any relation is there? We all know that if it is 1 upon x, in its differential we are going to have minus 1 upon x square, isn't it? So let us try to find differential of 1 upon s square plus a square. See over here. Here if we observe, my voice is clear, na? If we observe d by ds of 1 by s square plus a square, I'm trying to find differential of this. Okay, so this is 1 upon s square plus a square, its differential is minus 1 upon s square plus a square whole square, and then again differential of this, then it is 2s plus 0. So it is minus 2s by s square plus a square whole square or not? Are you getting my point? Okay, so this is your s by s square plus a square whole square. जिसका हमें Laplace inverse find करना है, right? Which is our question. So this is therefore d by ds of 1 upon s square plus a square is equal to, sorry, I'm unable to erase this. Okay, is equal to minus 2s by s square plus a square whole square. Now I want to find Laplace inverse of this. Suppose then minus 2 is constant, we can take its transpose. Okay, now I have to apply Laplace inverse. So let us apply Laplace inverse on both the sides. What is the condition for Laplace inverse? See over here. We are not knowing any property for Laplace inverse, but we are knowing property of Laplace transform, that right. This is your Laplace inverse of differential, right? If we are applying Laplace inverse, so we all know that when we are applying Laplace of the function, when t is multiplied in input, in output we are going to have minus d by ds f of s or not, right? Are you getting my point? Laplace of t f of t is minus d by ds f of s or not? Why I am writing this property of Laplace? Because here I am having d by ds of f of s. Now if this Laplace will go to that side, it will become Laplace inverse or not? So therefore t f of t is equal to Laplace inverse of d by ds of f of s, right? And this is minus we can take outside, and even that minus we can give to over here. So here, see over here, so if I apply Laplace inverse to this term, right, let us begin from here. So this property I will apply here, right, and to apply this property over here, let us give Laplace inverse to both the sides. So therefore Laplace inverse of minus 2s by s square plus a square whole square is equal to Laplace inverse of d by ds 1 upon s square plus a square. Okay, now this will become is equal to Laplace inverse of d by ds f of s. It is minus t into f of t or not? And what is f of t? F of t is Laplace inverse of f of s, right? Where f of t is Laplace inverse of f of s. What is f of s over here? 1 upon s square plus a square. So it is Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus a square, and it is 1 upon a sin a t or not? Okay, so this is equal to 1 upon a sin a t. So this is our f of t. If I put this value of f of t over here, so this will become minus t into f of t is 1 by a sin a t. 1 by a sin a t. Welcome Chandrasekhar. So Laplace inverse of minus 2s by s square plus a square whole square is equal to minus t by a sin a t. Now what is our question? We have to find only s, so let us take minus 2 outside from here, and if we take transpose, so Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square whole square is equal to t by 2a sin a t. Is it clear now? यहाँ पे हमें यही समझना था, right? This is clear? Okay. Oh, I think we should take new page, I guess. This is okay. Oh, where is it gone? I have written everything over here and it is not here now. I think I should take new page. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, let us take new page over here. Okay. So everybody understood that question? Right. Due to technical issues, it is not visible now. Please give me some response. Okay. So let us move to next question. Now see over here, this Laplace transform is exactly for electronics and electronics and CS branch, right? For our mechanical, civil, it is not there, right? But and electrical as well here, right? For mechanical and civil, it is not there, but sometimes they are asking few questions. Okay, so that's why I was showing you all these things, right? For electronics and electrics, for these branches, we have to see more in detail of Laplace. But I am showing you all its measures. Suppose I am showing you, suppose Laplace is whole 100%, right? So I have given 90% to you, that what is there in Laplace and inverse Laplace. That by chance if they are asking, right? Because sometimes they have asked. Okay, sure. Now next, Laplace inverse of cot inverse S. Sure. So we are not knowing any formula for cot inverse S, right? Again, what we will think, see. So use this thumb rule, always remember this, this is your formula, okay? That whenever you are having function tan inverse or something in terms of S, okay, you are having something cot inverse of S, like here they have given directly S, it sometimes they will give you S square plus A square or something, okay. Now suppose another thing is log, right? Or previous example, S divided by S square plus A square whole square. So whenever you are having this type of questions for inverse Laplace transform, use this method. Which method? That is method of differentiation. Right? Just you have to find out that what is differential, or this function is differential of which function. Are you getting my point? Right. So if this is cot inverse S, what is its differential, students? See over here. Right. Suppose here our capital F of S is cot inverse S. Then its differential d by ds of f of s is equal to d by ds of cot inverse s. Differential of cot inverse s is minus 1 upon 1 plus s square or not? Now, do you know inverse Laplace of this? Yes, right, you know inverse Laplace of this. Right. So let us apply inverse Laplace transform now. So therefore, Laplace inverse of d by ds of f of s is equal to Laplace inverse of minus 1 upon 1 plus s square. Okay. Now, according to property, it is minus t into f of t is equal to Laplace inverse of minus 1 upon 1 plus s square. So minus 1 we can take outside. It is your sine t or not? Right. So here your f of t will be sine t by t. This is your function. And here, if you check, what is your f of t? F of t is Laplace inverse of f of s. What is f of s? Cot inverse s. So it is Laplace inverse of cot inverse s. Is it clear now? So this is your Laplace inverse of cot inverse s. So from differential concept, you can expect these two types of questions. Okay. Right. One was previous question in which we applied this differential concept a little bit differently. Right. And one is this tan inverse, cot inverse, and log type of concept. Is it clear? Sorry. Please give me some response, students. So it is different and it is different. Shall we move to next question or should I repeat this? Okay. Sure. Now next. Previous question था वो आप recording से लिख देना please. See the previous question from recording. Okay. Okay. Now, next question, or most probably our last question of inverse Laplace transform. Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 4s 1 upon s minus 3 whole square. So for Laplace, we have seen the second shifting property or not, right? e to the power minus 4s, right? So let us visit that property first. Okay, no problem. I'll look after this. Okay. So we're discussing about this second shifting property, right? It is done, I think. Yes. So for second shifting property, if you are applying here this e to the power minus as f of s, see over here. So if your function is of the form this, right, and when we have seen unit step function, so with the help of unit step function, if your function is f of t minus a into u of t minus a, then it's right. Its Laplace was e to the power minus a as f of t plus a, and let us see this with the help of unit step function. Where is it? Yes. So f of t minus a, u of t minus a. So Laplace of f of t minus a, u of t minus a is e to the power minus a as f of s. Here also we are having same, na? Right. Let me copy this and we'll write that. Okay. So see over here. This is our second shifting property or not? Okay. Now let us use that second shifting property over here. How we got idea about second shifting property? Because this is e to the power minus as, this is also e to the power minus 4s. So if I apply Laplace inverse over here, see here. So therefore Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 4s into 1 upon s minus 3 whole square. So here e to the power minus as, that means it should be u of t minus a, okay. U of t minus a, u of t minus 4, I got it. Then f of t minus a, okay, but f of t and f of t minus a, what is the relationship over here? From here I am moving towards here. In earlier case we were adding a, now from here to I am moving here, then I have to subtract a, right? So this should be your f of t minus a. What is your a, students? 4. So it is your f of t minus 4. Is it clear or not? Right. U of t minus 4 into f of t minus 4. Where? First I need to find f. Right. Where? What is your f? C. F is Laplace inverse of this 1 upon f of s or not? Right. Because it is e to the power minus as into Laplace of f of t. So where Laplace of f of t is equal to 1 upon s minus 3 whole square. So therefore f of t is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus 3 whole square. Are you getting my point? Please give me some response. Okay. Now from here, how we can find this? We definitely know that if we can convert this s minus 3 to s, that if I can add plus 3 over here, then its inverse I can find easily. So for that, it is your first shifting property. It is your combination of second shifting and first shifting property. It is your first shifting property. This will become e to the power 3t Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square or not, right? Because what is your first shifting property? That if Laplace of f of t is capital F of s, then Laplace of e to the power at f of t is equal to f of s minus a or not, right? So this is your first shifting property. So this question is particularly your combination of first shifting and second shifting property, right? So see over here, from s minus 3, from f of s minus a, we are moving towards f of s, right? So when we are moving towards f of s, so you have to multiply e to the power at into f of t. Okay, e to the power at into f of t. And what is your f of t? F of t is Laplace inverse of f of s. Is it clear or not? right? So yes, so Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square, that we know already, it is t or not. Okay, so it is your e to the power 3t into t. So f of t is e to the power 3t into t. Okay, but what is our answer? Our final answer is this: u of t minus 4 into f of t minus 4. So u of t minus 4 as it is, f of t minus 4, that means in f, instead of t, I have to write t minus 4. Right, this is my f. So instead of t, I am writing t minus 4 now. So this will become t minus 4 e to the power 3 times t minus 4. Is it clear now? Please give me some response. Okay. Okay. And so this is your combination of first shifting and second shifting property. Okay, so here we have completed 90% of Laplace transform, and since we all students are from mechanical and civil background, right, the remaining questions are based on application of Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform on differential equation. So as of now, we are not going to that in detail. Okay. Another topic is also the evaluation of improper integral. Okay, sure. So now our next question chapters are, one chapter is differential equation, right, and another is probability and statistics. We will see later. So one of the big chapters are, we can start one small chapter as well. So let us do one thing. Let us try to finish this one small chapter, that is numerical methods. Right. Then big chapters are, one is your calculus is very big, and then complex. These two chapters are very big. Okay. Differential equation and probability are on the same size, I can say. Okay. So yes. So let us see numerical methods. It is very interesting chapter. Right. It will increase your confidence, and a small chapter. Okay. So let us start new chapter. And I think since we are facing this issue, right, we'll make our notes separate. Okay, that is here for Laplace. We'll try to make different pages. Right, I will check what is this error. Okay, now so let us start new chapter, numerical methods. Okay, so it's first page. First page is your introduction. Now, from this chapter, students, you can expect 2 marks questions. Okay, 2 marks question from GATE on an average, and even in GATE 2015, right, they have asked for 4 marks from this chapter. Right, so this is small chapter, you can expect 2 marks. Now there are basically what is overview of chapter. Let me try to give you overview of this chapter. We are going to see numerical solution for 3 different types of problems: linear and non-linear equation, integration of function, and differential equation. Right. Just let me message first Chandrasekhar. I think he is facing some net issues. Okay. Okay. So first method is, or first we are going to see these numerical methods for solution of linear and non-linear equation, right? There is numerical methods for solution of linear and non-linear equations. Then we will see this for integration of function, and then we will see this for differential equations. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, now see over here. Now let us see all the different methods that are there in linear and non-linear equation, integral of function, and in differential equations. Right. Now see. So for linear and non-linear equation, your first method is method of bisection. Second method is regular falsi or regular falsi, whatever you can say. It is your RF method. Third method is your second method. Okay. Then last method is your Newton-Raphson. That is your NR method. Numerical solution of integral of function. In this, definitely we have to find area, right? Sometimes they are going to give you to find area. Okay, and for different, that means its solution is means its solution will give us area. Its solution will give us one curve, right? That is relation between y and x. Right. So its solution will give us curve, and solution of integral of function is going to give us area, right? Because it is a definite integral. So for numerical solution of integral of function, we are going to use trapezoidal rule. First rule we are going to learn is trapezoidal rule. And there are two different rules for Simpsons, or properly known as Simpson's 1/3 and 3/8 rule. Okay, Simpson's 1/3 and 3/8 rule. Now numerical solution for differential equation, in those we are going to learn Euler's method and RK method, that is called as Runge-Kutta method. This is RK method. Right. So this is what we are going to see over here. And when we are finding solution of linear or non-linear equation, then its solution will give us root of that equation. Right. So its solution will give us root, integral of function solution will give us area, and solution of differential equation will give us curve. So is this clear or not? Right. Chart or overview of the chapter, that which type of questions we are going to see. So if you understand that what we are going to study in this chapter, from this chart only you can answer two previous questions of GATE. The first question, it was asked in GATE 2004, that which of the following method is useful for finding roots of nonlinear equation. Let us see that question. They are asking that which of the following method is useful for finding root of nonlinear equations. Right. The first method is Coulomb's method. Second method is Simpson. Third method is Euler. Fourth method is Newton-Raphson. So tell me, from this chart, give me answer. What will be our answer? I think Hitesh ne kuch bola, but I was not able to hear. You can type in chat box as well. A, B, C, D, which option? Okay. From above, you can observe, yes, D, right? Newton-Raphson. So from this chart only, you can answer this 1 mark question, right? Let me give you one more previous question of GATE. It was of 2014. It is your question of match the following. Here we are having Gauss elimination, Simpson, Euler's, and Newton-Raphson. Here 4 options are non-linear equation, differential equations. This is your D, huh? Differential equations. This is your integration. This is your system of linear equation. And finally, finding eigenvalues. Okay. चलो tell me. चलो Gauss elimination उसको अभी skip करो. Right, let us skip Gauss elimination. चलो Simpson. Simpson is root for used for integration or not? Right. So for B, it should be 3. Now Euler. Euler is for differential equation or not? Right. Euler is for differential equation. Quickly. So for C, it is 2. Now Newton-Raphson. Newton-Raphson is for non-linear equation, right? Now see, it is for linear and non-linear equation. Here we are not taking any system, students. System means you are having set of linear equations, right? You can have 2 linear equations, 3 linear equations, etc. So here, this is our non-linear equation. So with Newton-Raphson, it should be 1. Okay, so with D, it should be 1. Now for option A, Gauss elimination, now we are having 2 options, either system of linear equation or finding eigenvalues. So see over here, we have already seen eigenvalues or not. For eigenvalues, we require characteristic equation, that is determinant A minus lambda equal to 0. Right, determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0, this is called characteristic equation. Remember this? Okay. So Gauss elimination method is used for system of linear equations. Is it clear now? Right. So from this chart only we can answer these 2 questions. Right. Now, so okay. Shall we proceed to all the different problems now? Okay. Now all the different methods. Right. Let me give you somewhat review about what is the difference between analytical method and numerical method, only verbally, and why we are using this. So generally mathematical methods are 2 types. One is analytical and one is numerical. Analytical methods are conventional methods that we are already using in all these chapters and everywhere. But engineering problems are very complex. Right? If you are assuming so many things in engineering problems, then also after assuming also those problems are complex. So at that time we are not able to apply analytical method directly. Right? Because suppose you have to find roots of linear or non-linear equation. If it is any quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0, you will find its root directly. But in this linear or non-linear equation, if I multiply cos x, if it is x to the power 8 and cos x, then its solution, to find its solution is difficult. Right. In the same way, if you have to find integration of function, it is easy. But when the function is complicated and you are taking your curve only from 0.1 to 0.2, that only for small interval, then at that time you have to analyze it with analytical formula with for only small region, it will be difficult. Same thing apply for differential equation. So numerical methods are going to help us in these conditions. With the help of numerical methods, we are not finding exact solution, we are finding approximate solution to these problems. Right. So whenever we are having complicated problems, we are not able to apply analytical method directly. So with the help of numerical methods, we are finding its approximate solution. And this approximate solution is very much nearer to exact solution. So is this clear now, students, that why we are using this? Okay, numerical methods. Okay, so, okay. And what is the difference between analytical method and numerical method? So that I have shown you only verbally. Okay. Versus numerical methods. Analytical method are going to give you exact solutions. Okay. But numerical method will